Firstly, guys, I absolutely love the show. Love this season in particular. Like this was crazy. So thank you guys for giving me some of your time today. So
Of course,
first
thank
Thank you
you.
question
for
for you.
having us.
No problem. First question for you, Jack, man. So at the end of season two, we see Jack go off on his own, kind of leave the group. So what was it like now returning back this season, kind of finding your character, finding that independence before the rest of the events happen throughout the season?
It was really cool. It was really cool to play a different side to this character. To see Huey go out on his own, see him try to pursue justice in what he thinks is the right way. I think the biggest challenge to that was playing it. He's in a really good time in his life. You know, he has a great job. His relationship is going well. But the hardest part of playing that was I know, and the audience knows, that it's all on very shaky ground. That Huey, in fact, is in the lion's den. You know, he's working for Newman. He is arguably in the most dangerous spot when season three begins. So that was just it was just cool. I don't know, and I think throughout the season we keep changing Huey, and he goes through a lot of different stages. And I just loved exploring different aspects of him that I didn't even really know were there. And that's just a credit to Eric and the writers who really shook up what we know of Huey, and also every character this season. I think every character gets some more dynamism, which is really really cool.
Ab-
Yeah.
Absolutely, and just speaking about that, Karen, I just first of all, I've heard your voice before, but just getting to speak to you now, like after like your acting is pretty cool. You got to see a bit more vulnerable side of your character, bit more vulnerability. So can you talk about what it was like portraying and acting that out, even though you couldn't necessarily speak with your words?
Yeah, that's what I love about Kimiko. She has this like badass, murderous side to her, but she's also very emotional, and she is vulnerable. She's had like this crazy, traumatic past, and within this season, she gets to explore the joys of life, and she is finally able to communicate with someone other than her brother. She's teaching Frenchie how to speak her language, and within that, like you open up so many doors because of that ability to communicate. And we got to work with like such a wonderful sign language coach, and I've learned so much through her experiences, her lived experiences, and a lot of the details within playing Kimiko has come from her. So I'm very grateful to have her.
Man, Carl, you just went for it this season, especially with when you got to try that 10 V. So what was that like? Just getting to get more in the mix now that you had quote unquote powers.
Yeah, man. This season was I went full Bill Bixby. It was a lot of fun. It was I'd had conversations with Kripke, and I was basically I guess in all honesty, was a little frustrated. It's like, listen, there's only so long we can play the bribery card or coerce people. Has to come a point where you take the confrontation to escalate it to a more level playing field, and it was really wonderful to have the opportunity to do that. And in true Kripke fashion, he introduced it in a way that posed a real moral dilemma to everybody in the cast, because these powers come at a cost, and the cost for Butcher is substantial, and it was fun to play in that world, and certainly I think that all the characters who get to use superpowers, you feel pretty. You feel pretty pretty good in the moment when you do something, and then they're like, if you laser a car and then suddenly the car breaks in half, it's pretty cool.
Well, I'm getting the wrap up sign, so thank you for giving me some of your time. I
Of
can't wait
course.
for the rest of people to see season three. It is epic.
Thank you, man.